Welcome on into today's MLB pick video play for May 16th, 2018. In today's video, talking about this matchup here between the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. Going to give our lean on where we feel the better value stands on the money line. If you guys are interested in getting all of our MLB picks for today, including our daily free play, you can access those over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Heading into this one, the road team, the Chicago Cubs, coming in as very, very slight dogs on the money line at minus 102. And the Cubs, of course, they were able to get the job done, come through in the ninth inning last night in Atlanta, taking down the Braves by a final of 3-2. And with that victory, the Cubs have improved to 22-17 overall, 9-9 on the road in comparison over to Atlanta, who's standing 25-16 overall, 8-8 on their home field. The Cubs sending out Tyler Chatwood, the Braves countering with Brandon McCarthy on the mound. But back to the road team, the Cubs right now in a very tightly packed race over there in the NL Central. They're actually sitting in a tie for third, but just one game behind first place. And the Cubs on the year, they started a little bit slower, but they've been trending in a more positive direction. 6th now in the majors in total team earned run average, and then batting wise, 4th in the majors in runs scored. So some very positive things happening for the Cubs on both sides of the ball, and they've been trending in a very positive direction. A little bit more inconsistent and up and down than you'd like to see, but especially over the past week or so, getting things back on the right path. So the Cubs sending out Tyler Chatwood, and so far this year he's made 7 starts, and he's been pretty solid, sitting on a 3.35 ERA in his last outing. Chatwood at home against the Chicago White Sox in what turned into an 11-2 victory for the Cubs. He went 5 innings, giving up just 3 hits, 2 earned runs, but walking 5 compared to 6 strikeouts. And the walks have certainly been the one major issue for Chatwood on the year. He hasn't necessarily been giving up a lot of hits, but the walk numbers need to get in line with what you would expect to see. And if he can do that, his numbers should only get better from here on out. Today he's taking on the Atlanta Braves, who are a team that definitely walks quite a bit, which is a little bit of a concern there with that matchup. And of course, this Atlanta team overall having quite a bit of success over the past couple weeks of action on the year right now. The Braves are ranking 3rd in the majors in runs scored, and then pitching-wise, 8th in the league in total team earned run average. But we're a little bit concerned right now with 34-year-old righty Brandon McCarthy, who's taking the mound today. In his past 2 outings, McCarthy has really been roughed up. He went 3 1/3 innings at home against the San Francisco Giants, giving up 12 hits, 8 earned runs, and then in his last outing on the road against the Miami Marlins, who aren't necessarily the most dominant offensive team by any means, McCarthy went 5 innings, giving up 11 hits and 6 earned runs. So 2 back-to-back very tough outings there for McCarthy, and things aren't going to get much easier for him today at home, taking on the Chicago Cubs, who are one of the top offensive teams in the National League. It'll be interesting to see if he's able to get things back on track or not. He's sitting on a 5.58 ERA. If he's not able to start getting things back on track, he might very well lose his spot in this rotation with Luis Gohara right now in the pen, looking like he's getting primed and ready to come back potentially at some point back into this starting rotation. So when we take everything into account, with the way Chicago was able to win last night, pick up some confidence and momentum, and just the heartbreaking way that the Braves took that defeat with some questionable, controversial calls, and then, of course, their closer blowing things there in the 9th inning. It'll just be interesting to see how they're able to bounce back here today. But in terms of the starting pitching matchup, we give that lean over to the Cubs, and they're coming in here with a little bit of positive momentum. So with that being the case, we're going to go ahead and side with the road team, taking the Chicago Cubs on the money line at about minus 102. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. You disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our picks for today over at stumpthespread.com. Link down in the video description. Subscribe for more, and we hope to see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.